Welcome, everybody, and we are live. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in once again. This is day two of the seven-figure realtor blueprint webinar. And it's been an awesome time having everyone on this live broadcast. It's such a joy. For 2 full days, you've been a part of this, and this is where it happens. And today we have the most distinguished person on the platform today. She's coming to give us all the wisdom, the intelligence, and everything you want to know as regards becoming a multi-millionaire or a multi-millionaire as a realtor in Nigeria. And this is where we have to bring up the phenomenal speaker. And I want her to we need to get on the big screen. I think I missed that. I was supposed to just put that picture there to get to know exactly what she, but I would do it nonetheless. I think it skipped my mind. But regardless, we would make sure we shoot it. Or Dave, I think you should give me the realtor background, so I'll voice it from the back. Yeah, so you can put the stuff there. The entire design, so I can voice a profile from here. But if there's no way to do it, I'll say it out so we get started. All right, so right now, I need to introduce the phenomenal Nkechi Tonia Okonna. She's someone I've known for the longest time, and it's such a privilege to have her on this live show, honestly. So let me start with introduction. So Nkechi Tonia is a seasoned, award-winning real estate professional with a robust background in property sales and documentation management. She currently engages a vast audience of over 12.5 thousand followers on Instagram, leveraging our social media presence to drive our business forward. Nkechi began her career as a document controller to the Commissioner of Budgets and Economic Planning, Bayelsa State, Nigeria. Transitioning into real estate, she has achieved remarkable success, amassing over 3 billion naira in property sales. With a keen eye for detail and an exceptional client service, she has actually used it, which has been instrumental in her career, actually. She specializes in selling properties ranging from 15 million to over 1 billion naira. With an impressive track record, sorry, my eyes is just glitching right now, sorry. An impressive track record of selling 12 to 24 properties annually. She holds a bachelor degree in economics from Wellspring University in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, where she gained foundational knowledge that has fueled her professional journey. Nkechi has managed and closed numerous high-status property deals or high-value property deals, constantly delivering exceptional results to our clients. Her expertise spans property sales, facility management, client relations, documentation management, ensuring seamless experience for our clients. Nkechi is actively involved in various real estate networks and continuously seeks to expand her professional knowledge and connections. Driven by a passion for real estate and commitment to excellence, Nkechi aims to inspire others through her work and social media presence. Right about now, everyone, let's welcome our speaker, Nkechi Tonia Okonna. All right. We are glad to have you. We are glad to have you here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, this is it.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone,
Good
for being.
evening. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much.
All right. So actually, we should have actually had your face on the screen, but don't mind us for that. It was just been
No, it's
a lot of work
fine.
on the back end. But the big thing is we have you live, about to share from your phenomenal resource and wisdom. Just talk to the audience. Let them know what exactly you pack into them today. Just give them a 30 seconds. Hi and hello. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm so glad to be here. My name, she has told you a lot about me. I'm Nkechi Tonia Okuna, and I'm talking about closing the seven figure. So there's a lot to learn, even if we have limited time. So, but we're going to learn a lot. So it's going to be like an interactive class. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we both interact with each other.
All right. Thank you so much for that quick, sharp, and sweet introduction. So, primarily, she'll be talking about mastering sales and negotiation techniques to closing high value deals. So, if you have sales problem, negotiation problem, closing problem, this is who you talk to. She has done it for she has done it so well that she has been able to close properties of what 3 billion naira. So you don't do that if you're not a master at something. For you to have done that number, that means you know exactly what you're doing and you know the techniques to getting the result. So right now we have the first question for her. But mind you, if you have questions, please drop them in the comment section. We'll pick a number of them and ask it to her. Then and definitely she'll give the right answers to them. But the first question here is, he said, you started your career as a document controller to the Commissioner of Budget and Economic Planning, Bayelsa State, right? Nigeria. How did you get into real estate and how has the journey been so far? Remember, you had something else you had on, but now you're doing real estate. How did they tie? Just give us that quick backstory.
Okay. I started my career, like you said, as a document controller with the commissioner. That was my NYC days. So when I graduated as a BSc graduate of economics, served in Panay Southern United States. So after my service year, it was tough getting a job. I looked for job. As a graduate, you go around sending your CV. I moved to Lagos, sent my CVs to so many places. Though I was getting a lot of interviews and all that, but nothing was forthcoming. So even if I get a job, it would be like, okay, I got several bank jobs, but the target they were giving me, I'm like, ha, we tell you to do over 50 million in a month. So I'm like, okay, what else? Like, what do you want me to actually do? So they just look at you, they do the profiling and all that. So, but I did what they were asking for me wasn't what I was really going to do. You understand? So I kept on believing God and kept on working and just doing one or two things on via social media. I started doing small jobs and all that. I even had this,
Oh,
yeah, I had a small jobs page because I could not just stay idle and not do anything. You understand? So I would just supply small jobs to supermarkets and all that. So I met one of my uncle and he was like, ah, I should come and do real estate marketing. I was like, me, I don't know how to talk. Oh, I'm so shy. How do you want me to market real estate and all that? I'm like, I can't do this thing. Oh, it's very, very difficult. So he kept pushing me. I'm like, okay. Kept telling me there's so many reasons why real estate. I can major on it. I'm eloquent. I even if I say I'm shy, I can't do the marketing and all that. But he said with time, I'll get used to it. I'll come out. You understand? But so one day he took me to the site. Then he taught me how to like market and all that. So I started made me open an Instagram account. So I actually got my first client from Instagram. Then and I
oh,
was like, well, so this is how this thing is so easy like this. So it's not easy, oh, but when you see the result of I didn't really have to do so much, but it was the hard work and the consistency. I had to like go to site and all that. But when I saw the result, I was like, this shyness can just go. I can actually since I can make something out of it. So why I have to talk in the shyness and do it. So that's how I got into real estate, started selling lands and other lands, houses. From lands, I went ahead to start selling houses. So that's how we're here.
all right. That's quite a right. That's quite phenomenal. In fact, I mentioned that you were once shy or you had shyness as a thing. Wow, I think it's quite remarkable that the fact that you were quite a shy person, but now you've done over this amount of money in property sale. I think whatever you did to overcome the shyness, you did a good job. All right, so well done for that. So, but the next question right now is, which is now getting straight to what the questions we got from the viewers, because they want to know exactly what to do. They're having issues with a number of things when it comes to closing, negotiation, and sales. So the next question is, you've done over 3 billion in property sales. What are some advanced sales tactics for closing high value real estate deals in Nigeria? Because Nigeria is a very different market, and people will say things, a lot of things happen in Nigeria, right? So how, despite the fact that the economy has been somehow, I think it has always been like this actually. Nigeria has never been at that point where for the past 20, 30 years, but I'm not going into that right now. But the question now is, considering the economic state of Nigeria right now, what are some advanced tactics so a realtor here or someone that is watching right here could take to market and try and get results from? So just spill the beans, teach us the wisdom.
Okay, tactics for closing high value clients. So the major thing about closing sales, whether be it high value or not really low value clients, is you have to build trust. So when it comes to real estate, it's the number one thing is trust. People have to
Hmm.
trust you. You have to build that trust, and people have to see that you're credible. So I can easily relate and say that your they have to people you are they are buying real estate from you, but basically they are buying what they see, how you talk to them, the trust they feel for your reliability, your credibility. Those are the things that count. I can say for myself, I've had to experience a lot of clients, and people don't just give you money like that. People don't just say,
Hmm.
okay, I will invest because you talk to them. No. You might see a client and take a client for inspection. They are going with you for this site inspection, but their mind, they are reading everything about you, your attitude, your approach, how you attend to them. So you might want to ask, how do I start to trust? So first of all, when you take a client to a client, okay, I can usually share one of my best sales stories.
Ah,
So my the first deal I closed was like one of my biggest sales before I started going into bigger sales. That was the first time I closed like three houses at once. That was
whoa.
in 20 2022. So I met this client on Instagram. They messaged me. They wanted to inspect the house, and when they came for the inspection, you just look at them, husband and wife. So another thing is you might see some people. You might look at them like these people are not. They are not high value, but you can't just tell. So that's why your attitude should always speak excellence in everything you do. Do not look down on people. You understand? And most Nigerians will just when you just see this person no, but some of the people that have the money, you will not see them. Some are flashy, quite alright though, but some will just come with just slippers, jeans, and just come. And if you're not if you don't portray yourself in a good light, you might just miss it. So these clients, they came to inspect the house, and when they came for an inspection, after after seeing one house, they were like, okay, I was interacting with them, asking them questions. Okay, what are your needs? Why do you want? What are you looking for in a house? So me asking them questions, they felt they could trust me and answer the question because the questions were meeting to their demands. So when you take a client for inspection, you need to understand what they need. So that's an easy way to build trust. You might ask, okay, I'm just meeting someone for the first time. How do you expect me to build trust? So your approach, like I said, your approach towards them and making them feel at home that they are safe with you, that alone can make them they can build the trust. So I asked them, okay, what do you like in a house?
Hmm.
Interact with them. What do you like in a house? We kept on talking and all that. So with that, they just told me, please, I don't like this house. So I appreciated the fact that they could even tell me that they didn't even like the house that I showed them. Though that's the house they saw on my page, I was like, okay, I want to inspect this. So I got talking with them. I was like, okay, what are you looking for? Why do you need this house? What's your preferred location and all that? So let me know your preferred location. So I asked them and they said, okay, they wanted something close to Lekki, phase one. So I took them to see several houses. At that point in time, they felt so relaxed. were like they're at home. Okay, with the way the conversation was going, they felt relaxed and they could talk. Okay, so we started communicating. On getting to see, I took them to several houses. So I now took them to the one close to, because they said they wanted a house close to Lekki, so their child can be attending British Lekki school. So that I think that was their major priority. They wanted their child to be attending British Lekki school. So on getting to the house close at Ikate, they were like, they liked it. They liked this one. From buying one house, they said they wanted the whole three. And I'm like, wow, this young couple, three houses at, I told them, the developer is selling for well 500 million. Sorry. So at first, in my mind, I did not suppose it. I was like, these people want to buy this whole. I'm like, so we got talking and I invited the developer. I called the developer to come, that these people want to meet with him. So the developer came. So we started talking and started negotiating. So I'm going to be talking about the second point. The major thing in this first point is you have to build trust. You have to build trust with your clients. They have to see that you're credible. So another thing is that you have to understand the market. You have to understand, make them feel like it's not about making them feel. You have to know the game. So whenever I take clients on inspection, because based on maybe I could easily say maybe my experience or maybe I try to learn more. I always they can always understand that this they can always see that this person knows everything in and out of this business. So when as a realtor you have to understand the in and out of every business. So that's how you build trust.
Mm.
Because
All
your
right.
clients can okay, sorry.
Yeah, you had a point. I like the fact that in this case you practically mentioned that one of the fastest way to actually have it goes back to the good old trust building, of which you mentioned the fact that once they come in, you make them feel as if you're keen about their problems. It's not just the fact that you just want to take their money and make them and just the way realtors
Yeah,
do it.
money
And
should be the last thing. Money shouldn't be your. I know we're all in business to make money. You understand, but money shouldn't be your major priority. People can easily see when all you pursue is money. People have eyes, even if they don't show you your attitude. They always see when all you pursue is money. It's good to make money. Yes, everybody is in business to make money, but you are delivering services. If you render a good service, people will pay very well for your services. So I think you can. I
yeah,
just
you're
have to
very
like.
correct. Yeah, thank you for that. I like the fact that you really stressed on trust building, and not prioritizing your the money thing. As long as it's the end goal, yeah, we're all here to make money, but put the customers or the client's need first. What are they looking for? Why are they looking for it? And as you mentioned, let there be a not quite a heartfelt connection that you want the very best for them. Because you said you had to call the developer and everything. The fact that you had to do some legworking to make sure this person have the best deal. I think that's one of the major things you stressed on. Thanks for sharing this on this broadcast.
I'm not
There's you said
okay. I get questions. I'm not done with the
with
tactics of closing high value. So I wanted to talk about
okay.
aligning with the buying process, then negotiating and closing. So aligning with the buying process, like you need to put yourself in the shoes of the buyer. So
Mm,
you need to understand why, like I said, you need to understand why they are buying the house. So you have to understand why they are buying the house. It's not just to just make sales. So those are one of the things to close high value, because people giving you a lot of money, they need to see that it's worth it. So you need to understand the buying process, align with their buying process. You need to make them understand that whatever property they are buying, there are returns in it. So their
mm,
money is that you're making good use of their money. They need to understand that. Most times, me, I do calculations in my head. Because people will just want to see numbers. People just want
mm,
to see that they're getting a good deal. People just want to see that if I'm buying this house of 200 million or 100 million today, and that by 6 months or in a year time, this property will be worth 250. Wow, they just want the numbers. And it's your duty as a realtor to make them see the numbers, to make
Mm.
them understand those things that this house, it gives you a very return, a good return on your investment.
An
You have to make them
investment.
see, you have to make them see these things. So you have to also make them understand that there are documentation processes. So if you're all about the money, it's going to be difficult because in closing sales at all, you don't just look at it for just now. You look
Okay.
at it for the long run. So you don't just want to just make small money now and just let go. You need to continue. You need to keep closing every month, every week. So how do you do that? You have to build credibility. You have to make them see that okay, when a property is not good, you tell your client it's not good. I've had to most of my clients,
Oh,
search. I run search with my money. I do the documentation. I run search with my money. And most times, most clients don't even come back. They don't come
wow.
back. So then it doesn't mean that I will get other clients. But the thing is that I'm doing my duty. I'm providing services. I need to be certain that the property I'm selling is good to go. Do you get it? So even there was a property I was about to sell. I think was it last year or so. So when I got my surveyor to go and check the coordinates and check if the property was good to go. So when they ran the search, they found out that this property is on encroachment, is not good to go. The same search report that my surveyor sent to me, that's what I sent to the client. I told the client we have to abort mission. So the client was like, he has never seen something like this. If it's other realtors, they will say, they will just tell them, go ahead, it's good, it's good. But I'm not trying to say this to praise myself. I'm just telling you that everything is not all about money.
Money.
And that alone was able to build, even when the clients already trusted me to run the set, but the client he has brought a lot of referrals for me, just that one thing,
Just a single client. Wow.
just that one thing that I did. So they don't even use, they don't, whenever it comes to Tonia, they don't joke with me. So, but you do things. Why am I saying this? You do things for the long run, not for the short run.
Short friend.
So
All right.
if
Thank. Yeah. Go ahead.
okay,
All right.
okay,
The thing is, you definitely there's so much you really want to share, and this is a platform to actually share it. And the fact that you even shared so much about the trust building thing, to doing such with your money, to making sure the developer and the house owner connects as fast as possible to just eliminate trust issues. Just so much gem. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not seeing them in the comment section, guys. I don't know, but she has shared so much, and I think these are things you can start with. The fact that you went out of your way to just make sure these persons are comfortable and if there's something you even said that you speak the truth about a particular product. So if the house is not good, you say the house is not good, not because I don't like your money, but because I know someone will stay in this house, someone would have to live inside of it, and I wouldn't want a terrible experience because I linked you up with it. So I think the fact that you are protecting your integrity is a core thing for you. You put your peace first, your values first before the money. And that's something I would say a big thank you for, because for most realtors or for most persons, they just want the money and they will move. But the fact that you put your values first is something I would commend you for. So now, because of the fact that, yeah, all right. So for the sake of, just give us a minute, please. All right. So I think she's trying to get something fixed on the back end. So she'll be back very soon with the entire thing. But I need you to send your questions in the comment section, please. Right now, she'll answer your questions once she comes back. She just wants to get a few things sorted on the back end. So do well to send your questions, please. I can see some questions here from Uka Maka. Yeah, I can see a few questions here from what's it called? From Ukamaka, yeah. We will answer your questions, but once she gets back, we would get it sorted. All right. In the meantime, before she joins back in, I'll need you to understand that this is called the seven-figure Realtor Blueprint, and if you stay long enough, there's a ton of goodies for you. We're announcing the winner for our 3 million naira challenge. Some persons have been doing awesome work, and yeah, you get to know who it is. If you're the one, your game has changed because um, I would have to um, influence how you work because my company be doing it for your brand. So and I wouldn't want a shabby job done for you. It's not even in what we do. So what we primarily the fact that you will get quality websites, great emails. It may even help you optimize your funnels, but it's not part of the conversation, right? But because we just want you to succeed, we will just give it to you. We will assist you with a few things. In fact, even a few marketing strategies, but these are not things you asked for, right? But most importantly, is it's for 2 years, so you would not pay for hosting and domain for next 2 years. Your site to be live and everything, and that's all for you. And definitely in 2 years, you should have made some money out of after the website. You should have made some money from the website. So in today's live, after our session right now, Q&A session, I will be teaching you a lot of things as regards using the digital to make money as a realtor. We've had persons here say thank you for yesterday and everything. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Today, you're going to have a breakdown, a a breakdown of exactly what you should do to get the results you want. All right. Um, so at this point in time, we would likely want to, if you have more questions, let me know prior to when she joins in. She'll be brought back to live very soon. But please send your questions. Oh, I can see you 12 to lawyer properties. I can see you. Yes, we'll attend to your question. But it's very much a just keep asking your questions. Keep asking your questions. We would pick on them and we should have them go live as soon as possible. But I want to know. Let me have a chat with y'all in the comment section. How many of you found value in yesterday's live broadcast? How many of you learned something? How many of you were able to, what's it called? You remember the things that was even shared. So if you remember, let me also see it in the comment section too. Let me see a few things you would say about what you learned yesterday and what have you done from the Adobe Okaro session and my session. Let me see what did you learn and what have you done. Let me just see chats on it. What did you learn? Have anybody tried Wamation yet? Because I mentioned the free tool. Have you tried Wamation yet? Are you signed up yet? I mentioned a few things on the tools you have to use. I even mentioned how we sold a property of $350,000 with $800 marketing spend. If you remember the story, let me know. There are a lot of things that was literally deployed, but I want to make sure you're grabbing it, you're grasping it, and you're understanding how this is being told to you. All right, so I can see the comment section, guys. I want to see if you learned something yesterday. Let me see it. Let me see it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, precious. Exactly. I think this was the Adobe session about how she just stayed. This was answering the question of. This was answering the question of. Yeah, I will get back to your question. Yes, people just come and tell you. I'll get back to you. How do you stay up and everything? And she said, even if it's cliche, people say it a lot, but it's the truth. You have to stay dogged. I think it's actually a currency for success across different industry. You persevere, you get to stay determined. It's not easy, it's not cheap, it's gonna be painful, but it's the way out. It's the sincere way out, and um, it's something you have to do. So let me send a chat. Give me a minute. Are you? Give me a minute. Let me type this here. Oh yeah, I can see the comment section. All right. Are you? Yeah, Mohamation app exactly. So I had questions on this particular tool, and I had to share it because all of you were asking me what exactly are you using to make sure you nurture us, you inform us on this webinar and everything. So that's for free. I share it to you, and I'll also share it again today if you need access to it. But let me put it on the screen for the meantime prior to when um, Antonia shows up. Okay, so I think she's right now. She's back. I have to bring her back on the stage. So right now, because of for time constraints, we'll just ask her your questions. I'll be done with this. So we go into the next session. So um, once again, welcome, 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 welcome. I know we had a glitch, but I think
Yeah, I'm so sorry,
well, no,
please.
it's all good.
Sorry.
It's all
Okay.
good. So I will just pick a few questions here. I'll pick it myself, Dave. Don't worry. Um, so give me a minute. Let me just pick one question for you. All right. So this is cliche, but I don't know if you can answer it. So this is by Adigun. Yeah, it said, being a new realtor in real estate without properties to display. How do I acquire properties to display? So if you can guide this person right, I know there are groups to join. I know there are committees to be a part of and everything. But let me just allow you do your magic here.
Okay, being a new realtor in the real estate without properties, how do you acquire properties to display? Okay, like I said, there are groups to join. You can join. There are a lot of real estate groups to join. So where they post all these properties. But the thing is, posting properties and you keep going back to them. You can just be getting pictures, but you need to go to the streets and get property. Like you need to go out and look for property yourself. It's good to be in real estate group. There are a lot of real estate group you can join. If you don't chat me up, maybe I can send you real estate groups to join. Or you understand that on WhatsApp where they send pictures and all that. But the thing is, closing sales, you can get all those pictures, but the thing is it just one house you want to be showing clients? So that's the question you ask yourself. Is it just one house you're showing clients? You cannot really basically close like that. So why am I saying this? You have to go out and look for houses. So you have to go out. When I started selling houses and getting properties to sell, in a week I will cover like, okay, I stay in Lagos and basically on the island. In a week I can cover over like 20 houses. So that gives you leverage with other realtors. So when you have a client that wants to inspect a house, maybe you post that one house you bought from the group or got it and to display on your page. The person tells you, my budget is 18 million. Okay, you show them this one. This is what I have for 18 million. There is no guarantee that you will close that transaction. So you have to have options. One of my favorite slang I tell clients is that there is no house in this Lagos that I don't know. So just stick with me. I will deliver. So if I take a client on inspection, I can show you over 20 houses in a go. So there's no way you will not make up your mind that you will buy one, because you must definitely see. And some clients will be telling you, "Oh, please, Antonia, is okay. I beg. I've made up my mind. This is the one I will go for." Because why? You show them several options. So there and there you are certain that you are going to close the transactions. One of the things I like about my work is that every time the days I choose to go and look for listings, because I go out, I choose days. There are days in a week I do listings and I cover virtually all the locations in the island. So the days I choose to go and look for listings and post so I can have different options, different houses for different budgets. I think when I get home those days, I'm every day like I'm so happy because I know that I'm closing. Because when you have properties, you know that you can now make sales. So it's good. You can get different. You can get pictures from groups. but I will urge you to try to go out. That is the hard work in it. Making money is not easy, but you have to be hardworking in it. You understand? That's the hard work. You see, you see realtors, major realtors that close. They have a lot of listings. That's one of the hard work. You have to go out and source for houses, go to different estates. Go around. Just when I even started my selling houses, I didn't have a car. So I didn't even have a car. Sometimes I used to follow my friend, she would drive. Sometimes I'll pay Uber. Sometimes that as at way back 2020, I'll pay Uber like 7,000 a day just to go
Mm.
and look for houses. So imagine that I was spending all that money, even not with the hope of return, but to have listings. Because when you have different listings, you know that you are sure of closing. So that's one of the mistakes most real estate make. Most of my colleagues, when they tell me, how are you doing it? How are you closing? I'll tell them you have to go out. Everything most of them they ask me for houses. I show them, but I sent to them, but you can't close with just one house. It's possible sometimes. Yes, yeah, yeah. Excuse me. There are clients that I just take to see one. I've closed transactions like that. You understand? I take them to see one house and they say, they don't want to see any other. They like this one. This is the one they want to go for. But those cases don't always come often. People want options. People want to see that okay, their money can be of good use. So that's why you have to go out and look for house. It might be difficult at the beginning. Yes, it's always difficult. Sometimes if you have to walk, you walk around the whole estate, you're looking for houses, you understand. So but when you with time, everything becomes easy.
Easy.
There's nothing that
Um,
there's nothing that is not easy at the end. So but when you start closing, and part of the reason why you close is because you have listings. If you don't have listings, it will be hard to close transactions. So being a view realtor, you can get you can get listings from different real estate groups, but I will urge and always advise that you go out and know these houses, look for these houses. They might say how the first step is getting your ID card. How would they allow me into all these estates? When you have your business name, get an ID card, you go to the
mm,
estate, show them, okay, I'm a realtor. You can register with the estate. You might not necessarily register with the estate. Just that you're a realtor, you want to get some listing, you want to check some houses for sale. So you go out, you enter street by street, get the pictures of the house, get the developer's contact, ask for the price, then you post. So when they have a client that is interested, maybe the person tells you 80. You know that you've covered Aja, you've covered Ikota. So because you've covered these places, you now when the client comes for inspection, you don't just show them one house, you show them different houses. There and there, the client will tell you, okay, I will go for this one. That is your easy way out to closing sales. I don't know if I answered this question. I don't know.
yeah, thank you for that. I like the fact that you had to buttress the answer. So thank you for breaking that down. Thank you so much. But there's one more. I've been looking through the comments here, and there's one I would like to ask you, and that will be the final one because time is quite it's quite fast spent. But most importantly is um we'll tell them to go send you a chat or something for a more probably more detailed response because this is a live broadcast. There's so much you cannot say here, yeah. But probably when they come in, if there are quite a number of them, you could just do a group call with them and just spend the next 30 minutes with them and just share from your heart. But for the sake of this broadcast, you may not take extra questions except one. So I'm gonna put this one here. This is something that I think would you can give answers to. This is by Ukamaka. She said, "How do I sell real estate to someone I just met? They're not familiar with me or me. So how do they trust me at the first instance to buy from me?" So this is from somebody that just he met somebody, trying to convince them, and it's probably just stuff because they're like, "I don't know you," those kind of things. So how do you break the no like and trust barrier? I know you mentioned it earlier to build trust, yeah, but I think people it's still a thing to just emphasize on. So just give us a bit of stretch on how can you build trust with a stranger. That's just it.
So the first thing is how do I sell real estate to someone I just met? So you meet people every day. So conversations leads to conversations. So when you meet someone, how do you start the conversation? That is the first thing. So the person you're selling real estate to someone, oh, I sell real estate, I sell houses. You start from one conversation. I sell houses. Are you interested in owning a house? Okay, we have different options. They're not familiar with you, so how will they trust you? You have to have a platform. It's not about saying you sell real estate. Do you have a platform? Can they see that you actually sell the real estate? So you have to build your platform. So when you tell someone I sell real estate, okay, even if you have just 200 followers or 100 followers, everybody started like that. Everybody started with one follower. So it's easier to people to trust you when they see that okay, this person have platform. And if you are a selling realtor, so you can also put the houses you've sold on your profile. So let people see your track records. But if you are just starting real estate, and the first step is you have to build your social media presence. People like to want to see. Yes, you like you said, how will someone trust me at the first instance? Someone can like most of the I can tell you for a fact that 90% of the sales I've made in real estate, they are from the clients are from my Instagram. You can ask Chris. I don't know. Okay, I think I said that I'm a very shy person. So you cannot see me marketing. I go out, I go to popular places. My church is a very big church and I'm very quiet. I'm a worker in church. So it's a place that I can easily market. But I'm not that person that will come and start saying, okay, I sell real estate and why am I selling it saying this? Because I'm just trying to tell you that I've used my social media platform and I've built my presence there. So I like to be at the lead. Like I'm the one I'm pushing a product to you. You're seeing it. You go to my page. You make inquiries. Okay, this is what I want. So how do I inspect this? You get so you have to build your social media presence. It's important. But fine and good if you're the person that okay, you don't want to go on social media, you just want to just be marketing like that. It's going to be difficult because people like to want to see results. Even if you're not even selling now, but at least you have a page. So they want to see that okay, you have a page. Like if I want to buy something from anybody, I okay, what's your social media handle? I want to see that you're doing something. I want to see your social media presence. I want to see that there's something I can at least if I go through this person's page, I know that I can easily trust the person.
Yeah.
So those are part of the ways you can build trust because even if they meet you one on one and you are trying to sell real estate to them, so it does be like you're just talking to them. You're just meeting them and you're just talking. But okay, I sell real estate and I sell houses. You can go to my social media page. I'll share my social media page to you. You can see we have lots of listings, so you can check out our page and see the properties that you might like or you might want to consider. So when you're done with that, the person goes and sees that okay, this person actually knows what he or she is doing. Little by little, the trust is building. You're
Yeah.
building the trust little by little.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
when you
Go ahead.
okay, okay,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Say something.
when you now take the person on inspection with your composure, with your credibility, the way you act, the way you know everything in and out of the business. I know it doesn't just happen all in one day, but with time it happens. So those are the ways to build trust. Another thing is that you should, like I said, you must align with the buyer. You must align with the buyer. You're selling for a developer. You're selling for a real estate company. But what most realtors fail to understand is that they always want to align with the real estate company, forgetting that the major person in this game is the buyer.
The
They are the ones
buyer.
making
That's
money.
true.
Your loyalty, your commitment should be to the buyer. So when your client sees that this person is pushing my cause, talking to the developer, negotiating for me, and putting me first. That's all they need to know, that okay, I trust this person. Okay, I can share one. I know I'm up to time. I'm just trying to be
All
the
right.
the point I was talking about,
Okay,
that
share,
that was
share
my.
this last story. Share this last story. I think it's gonna make a lot of sense to everybody.
So the client I was that was my first that was my first biggest sales.
Yeah.
So when after the whole meeting with the developer, and the developer came, the client was there. I told the developer that this my client, their budget is 250. That's what they have.
250 million, right?
Believe me and you, I never had any conversation with the clients. I never I never even asked them this thing. But then I was fighting for them. I didn't need to know them to fight for them.
Hmm.
I didn't need to know them to negotiate and beat the price down. So I told the developer that this is what they have. The developer was still saying, you cannot, that the best you can do is 500, this. I told them, okay, it's three houses that are buying. You won't see this money once. These are people that are ready to pay you once. I
Hmm.
didn't know that my clients, they were taking note of this, all these things I was doing.
Hmm.
I didn't know they were taking note of this thing. So when after the whole conversation, I told them that, and in front of them, I told them, these people should not worry, just go home. The developer, just give him time. He will think about it. He will come to terms with what we're offering him. These people I'm talking about, they have lawyers. They have their lawyer that has been is their own family friend. And I was just meeting them. That was the first time in my life I've just meeting them. I met them from social media. They have their lawyer who
Wow.
is their family friend. But they stopped listening to their lawyers. Sorry, to their lawyer. They said, I was
It's
the one
you.
making all decision. This is somebody
Wow.
I just that day, but
Hmm.
they have someone that they've known for years, and that person has even been helping them look for property. They have to tell the lawyer, talk to me. Whatever I say was final.
Wow.
There and there, that was how we closed that transaction. Moving forward, this same client, I closed over 1 billion this year with this same client. They are not
Oh.
in the country. They don't, they have, they whatever I say. So one day I asked them, what, why do you put trust me like this? They said that the first day they met me, the way I fought for them, they've never seen someone fight for them like that.
Like that.
That that
Wow.
is the honesty. So why am I saying this? You have to you have to always put, I know why, or like I always say, values and your integrity matters a lot in business.
Yeah.
You
And the fact that
understand? Yeah.
you have to put the customer for the client first is quite the thing.
Yes,
This.
your customers first. Your customers first. It will go a long way for you in the long run. But most realtors, what they just need is short run. But short run does not help. Are you planning to expand your business? Are you planning to make money from your business in the long run? If I just did that just because that is how I negotiate for my clients, I don't even care what any developer is saying, oh, because at the end of the day they want to sell their property.
The property.
Fine and good. You
All
want
right.
to, you will sell.
All, all
But
right,
the
my
thing
friend.
is, okay, sorry.
No, no, it's all fine. All right, thank you. You've really answered the question. Thank you for buttressing that in detail. The fact that I have to mention trust a lot, and you're trying to make them know that your clients are super important to you, even if the developer is the person with the product. But let it be that you want the best deal for your client, and let it be heartfelt. It's not just about their money. It's the fact that they can also give you multiple deals in the future. So if they can buy one, they can buy three. They can buy three, they can buy five. And that's that way you don't have to spend so much to get new people. Your old guys can just keep
Yeah,
buying from you.
they
Thank
can
you so
keep
much
buying
for
from
everything.
you. That's just it. You wouldn't even have to stress. But once
Yeah.
they see that they can trust you, once they see that they can trust you, then you are good to go.
To know.
You understand?
All right. Because we are already almost out of time, so we need to speed this up. So right now, just need to give us one last word for a router here. Just a word of advice, a word of encouragement. That is going through not the smoothest of experiences. They just need to do better and as soon as possible. So what's that one word you have for them? Just
Okay,
say
I would say hard work and consistency. I think basically that's what everybody will say. That's what they hear every time, to be consistent. How are you consistent when the sales are not coming? How will I be consistent when I'm not reaping anything? I'm not saying, I just keep and nothing is coming. So the truth is that you have to, even in the lows and the highs, you have to be consistent. Consistent. You have to show up even when you don't feel like. There are days that sometimes self me I'm tired, but then I show up because people are watching. People are watching. People are following you. If you're on social media, there are some clients that even come and buy from you that have been following you, and those are the things that will make people patronize you. So you have to always show up, always go out, post, even when no sales is coming, post, run your ads, keep posting, be consistent in it, and don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Most clients will tell you, I will get back to you. I will get back to you. Yes, I will get back to you, but never you give up on it. Just keep pushing. Other clients will come. Other clients will come. There are a lot of people wanting to invest in real estate, but all they need is people they can trust. So if you
trust.
keep
All
saying
right.
that there's no sales, no sales, and I'm losing it, but they'll go to another realtor. So
All right.
just keep
Thank
what you're doing consistent and keep posting, and with God on your
everyone.
side.
As you've heard, keep stay consistent. Most importantly, show up. And it can be tough, it can be painful, it can be disheartening at some point. But at the end of everything, make sure you keep showing up. It's it's gonna definitely be better someday. Even if you've not had your first deal or you've not had a deal in a long time, or it's been months without a new deal being closed, I promise you are very close to it. And that's why you're here. You're here to actually understand what can I do to get results quick. So, so to their experience and what exactly she did. But now, very soon, I will now teach you exactly what you must do tonight and today. Some things we have used at the agency and what you can start with from your phone, from your laptop tonight. But in all, I want us to say a big thank you in the comment section right now to Nkechi Tonia. I want to see all the love and all the appreciations. Let's shower her with our love. Yeah, I can see that. Thank you, Key Concept Realtors. Yeah, thank you so much, Kichitonia. You've done awesome today. Over an hour on the live stream. Yeah, thank you so much. Top level motivation. Wow, your name is remarkable. So thank you so much. It was value. Yeah, I can say it's gracious, Sini. I don't know, gracious. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody. So, 12 luxury properties. I feel like I've known you too, you and Precious. To an extent, you've been very consistent on the live stream since yesterday. Yeah, Ellen Bassi, thank you. So, right now, what we do before we sign out is we take pictures actually. So, we take pictures over this. And so, there will be a screenshot from me here, and I'll definitely send it to you post the event. So, right now, David, I'll need to take off the comments on the screen. Let's just take the picture right now. So I need to just smile and everything. And I'll do a screen munch or screen grab here. And that's what it is. So
That's fine.
um, give me a minute. Let me take off the stuff on the screen. All right. So I'll need you to please make a smile and everything. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's our way of saying thank you or keeping memories of this day, and definitely, it's all love and joy from us. Thank you for doing this with us on such a Sunday as this. So right now we'll have to let you go, and we know you had so much to do today. You had a very busy day, honestly, but yeah, you showed up. So right about now, you could take a bow and just have the best of Sunday evenings. Thank
Thank
you
you,
once again.
everyone.